Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. We again find ourselves in the final hour of the trading day. The final hour of the trading day is my favorite time to make the majority of my buying and selling decisions because at the end of the day, the large financial institutions come in, they take control of the price away from the day traders and the algorithms. They are dealing with the most money. They have very smart people, best technology, best information, and I believe they have the best, that have their finger on the pulse of the market and the end of day prices based upon what the large financial institutions do is what I consider to be the most valid price of the day and therefore the best price to make your buying and selling decisions from. So thank you for coming. Always nice to see everyone. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good trading day. The indexes are up big today. I unfortunately can speak, but not very loud. Sorry, I've been under the weather and I did wake up not feeling so hot tamale this morning. So I've been doing my best. I'm going to do my best today. So take it a little easy on me. I'm running on about half of my cylinders today, but we'll see if we can make it through today. So currently the Dow is up 658 points, up 1.94%. The NASDAQ is up 135 points, up 0.89%. And the S&P is up 72 points, up 1.59%. This has been the most volatile market, both to the upside and to the downside I've ever seen in my 25 years of trading. I hope you're staying safe out there. It seems like one day we're up huge, next day we're down huge, next day we're up huge, next day we're down huge. So be careful, position size, follow your rules, because this is the kind of market that can really beat you up, or alternatively, it's the kind of market where you can make a lot of money as well. So just be careful, okay? So here's the plan for today, everyone. We are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. We're going to come back, take a look at my two swing trade positions. After that, I did have four day trades today, really good ones. I will show you those, share those with you. After that, we're going to go over to the board. We're going to take a look at my students' positions, talk about when they bought them, why they bought them, and how they are performing. After that, we're going to talk about Traitor Psychology. As you know, it's my favorite part of the podcast. It's the most important part of the podcast, is talking about Traitor Psychology. It governs everything you would do in trading, and what you're doing with your mind, and if you're following your process, is going to determine whether or not you're a long-term profitable trader. And of course, that is the goal for all of us, right? So I do like to touch on Traitor Psychology. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I've gone down through the results of Kamal's scanner. I do have 3 requirements before I look to enter any new trade. The first, I need a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, I need a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2-to-1, based upon support below me and resistance above me. And lastly, I need to have a complete trading plan based upon, regardless of the market I'm trading, regardless of the approach I'm trading. I always need to know the following. I need to, 1, position size based upon the market's current volatility. 2, I need to know what my maximum allowed loss is. 3, I need to know what where my emergency stop is. 4, I need to know where my end of day stop is. 5, I need to know where my intraday profit targets are. 6, I need to know where significant overhead resistance level are. And number 7, I need to have a good trailing stop methodology in place. So it's not just buying and selling. There's a lot of different rules and a lot of things we have to factor in to give us the best chance to have a profitable trade. All right, so I do have end of day candidates. I will be going through those at the end of the day, and I will try to narrow it down to the best trade of the day. And if I find something, I will go ahead and buy it right before the market closes. After the market closes, if anyone has any questions for me, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you need clarification, let me know. If there's any stock symbols that you would like me to look at, please let me know. And by the way, if you could be so kind, give me one or two to look at. If there's too many, I just can't go through them. You know what I mean? We have people, a lot of people. If I have time, I will. But if I don't have time, don't give me too many to look at, because then I might not look at any of them, right? Because it's just too much to go through. So try to narrow it down to the ones you're really interested in, and I'll do my best to get to them before the market closes. Okay, and then lastly, after the market closes, if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me, they want me to update on the board, just go ahead and let me know what those are, but wait till the market closes and I'll get them all updated. So, excuse me. Sorry about the voice today, everyone. I am under the weather, so I am going to do my best today, okay? Hang tight. I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and I'll be back in about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see who is here today. Let me make sure I have my microphone on. Yes, I do. Hey, there's Steve Burns. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good trading day, and thank you for being here. I always appreciate it, and thank you for everything you do for this channel. There's another person I need to thank for what they do for this channel, and that is Paxton. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for your analysis and all your help. Steve says VIX is still 28 with ATRs expanding in both directions. Yes, there definitely is a lot of volatility going on, as demonstrated by the VIX. Steve says yesterday's long crushed today's short sellers, destroyed. Danger in both directions. That's the thing, is very dangerous. This market is very dangerous because, like I mentioned before, one day it's up, next day it's down, seemingly on no news. So be careful. And the volatility is high. The volatility is high right now. So if you're buying 100 shares of something and the volatility is twice as high as it has been, you're really buying 200 shares. So keep that in mind with your position size. Kamal is here. Good to see you, Kamal. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel, buddy. Rich is here. Nice to see you, Rich. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Miss talking to you during our lessons. Karen, hello, everyone. Karen, thank you for your understanding about canceling the lessons tonight. I don't know if I could make it through a lesson tonight. I'm going to see if I can make it through this podcast. There's Tracy, the other half of the dynamic duo. Thank you, Trace, for everything you do. Greetings, Greg and Gosseteers. Good to see you, Tracy. Rod R is here. Hello. Good to see you, Rod. Appreciate you being here. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Frank says, hello, Greg and group. It was 20 years ago today that Enron did not come to stay. Oh, well, I have a little experience with that. I was right in the thick of that. But you know how it is. We can laugh at things 20 years later. It was a good learning experience. And thanks for everything you do for this channel, Frank. I really mean that. Steve says, my current position returns from entry. So Steve is long Matic, which is a cryptocurrency, up 19.32%. Outstanding, Steve. Way to go. Congratulations. And Ethereum is down 2.89%. So big up and small down. That's how we need to do it. Thanks for letting us know about that, Steve. Okay. I think I better get my water handy so I can make it through this. Okay, WDC. Dynamic duo, Karen and I, we did buy WDC with a 520 crossover here at 57.03. Moved up nicely, moved up 1.5 ATRs. So I went into trailing stop mode, did have a close below the previous day's low, took half profits here. I don't know, about 57.78, moved sideways, up yesterday, hit a couple profit targets, reversed back down. The 5 is still above the 20, but the price currently is below both the 5 and the 20. So that is my signal to sell half. If the 5 then in the future crosses below the 20, I will sell the other half. So right about break even on the trade, actually up on the trade, because I take profits as it moves up and then have the trailing stop methodology where I lock. So right about even, but profitable on the trade because of the profit targets and the trailing stop. Okay, SPY. I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning. I did buy it yesterday at 450.50 and I sold it this morning at 450.80. So slight profit. Obviously, I wish I would have held that, but that is not the rules of this approach. Been super volatile with the overnight SPY trade. Had a huge gap down for a loss, had a nice gap up for a gain, had a huge gap down for a loss, had a nice gap up for a gain. And then today, little gain as I just showed you. Okay, let's take a look at day trades here today. Had a bunch of them. All right, here is Apple, pretty easy, under 30, over 30. Was a little stretchy, was a little chasey, but I did decide, and really the reason I decided was because it closed over the 5 EMA. I bought this at 386.10. I sold a portion at 387.63. I sold a portion at 388.60. I sold a portion at 389.30. And then I had a close below the previous day's low, right about the same price, 387.83. So long at 386.10. Out at 387.63, long at out at 388.60, and out at 389.30. Okay, so there's Apple, good little day trade. VIX, you know I couldn't go a day without buying VIX, right? All right, I did buy VIX here. We had this big up bar. We came back into the value zone. We had some sideways motion. It triggered a V1 here at 25.63. As it moves up, I always take some profits. Took some profits at 26.31. Took some profits at 26, what is that, 45. Took some more profits at 26.68, took some more profits at 26.89, then had a close below the previous day's low, got out of the rest. So that worked out nicely. Let me clear this chart up because I do have a swing position in VIX. Okay, that looks good. Apple. All right, let's take a look at Apple. Oh, did I say Apple before on the Qs? I had so many trades here. All right. That was my first trade, right? Yeah, that was my first trade earlier in the morning. I did take Apple here with a 520 crossover. Here's the 5 crossing the 20 on the 5. Bought at 161.55. Sold some at 162.39. Sold some at 162.33. Sold some way up here, 163.37. And then we had a close below the previous day's low. I got out at 163.08. And then I took another trade on Apple here. False breakout to the downside in the value zone. V1, rejection of the -1 ATR channel. This was a great trade. I nailed it here at 162.83. I sold half at the end of the bar at 163.29. I sold another portion at 163.45, another portion at 163.58, and then I nailed the top. Well, I missed it by a penny, but I moved up here very strongly. I did not wait till the end of the bar. I got out at 163.97. So some good trades on Apple. Look at, Apple gapped down Apple Cap down 5 points. Now it's only down $1.10. And then lastly, on Twitter, nothing too exciting here. Was profitable. It was a higher low V2. I bought it here at 42.26, higher low V2 in the value zone. Sold a little portion here at 42.33. Then it came back to my break even point. I decided to get out because I was getting ready for the podcast, and then it moved up stronger from there. But anyway, those are the day trades. Let's go over, take a look at your swing trades, shall we? Okay, here we go. Frank, I still have Frank in INDA with an under 30, over 30, bought here at 47.23. It's up 2.08% today. And Frank is up on this trade 2.76%. Very nice, Frank. GILD, the dynamic duo. I love this setup. See, this is the kind of crossover that I'm looking for, everyone. Look at the sideways motion that happened in the value zone. Sideways motion leads to trends, right? I get a lot of questions about crossovers that have moved significantly before the crossovers happen. It's still legitimate. It's just my preference and in my experience that the better ones, the best crossovers happen from sideways motion and then a nice slight cross, like was here for the dynamic duo at 67.47. This has moved up beautifully. I know they sold half here with the close below the previous day's low. It's up 1.86% today, and the trade up 3.84%. So let's give the dynamic duo a hand. That is a nice trade. TU Lova, who's on vacation. Hey buddy, if you're out there, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a lot of fun on your vacation. False breakout to the downside and the V2 bought at 23.03. It's 23.07. So it's up on the day and it is up on the trade. IPG, nice, beautiful trade here for dynamic duo. Again, double rejection, intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average. Bought this at 33.18. It's 34.58. It's up 4.6% today. Way to go, Trace. Way to go, Packy. Up 4.08% on the trade. Very, very nice. COF. I have Tom and Jonathan in COF. Return to value V2 here at 152.93. It's 143.60. It is up 3.78% today on the trade, but this trade is down. I don't know if Tom and Jonathan still have this, but they do. Please let me know. Lova, don't know if Lova is still in this trade. I doubt it. He bought this at 39.76 with the rejection of the negative third ATR channel and the 200-day moving average. I'm almost certain Lova is out of this, but Lova, if you're listening, maybe you can give me an update. And then FCX, oh, okay, FCX is legit, but it's on the weekly trade for the dynamic duo, but it's not Friday, that's tomorrow. So let me put this back down here. If you hear the barking in the back, that's my neighbor's little dog, Penny, who I walk every day. She literally comes out and barks at me. She wants me to come over. Sorry, love, I am doing the podcast. You're going to have to be patient. Oh, excuse me. My gosh. I feel like I'm sounding worse as time goes on here. All right, let's take a look and see. Ava is here. Nice to see you, Ava. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for everything that you're doing for this channel. I appreciate it. I know everyone else does as well. Ava has just been such a great trader lately. There is my friend Johnson. Hey, Greg and all. Nice to see you, Johnson. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't think, did I go over what the Dow's up? Does anyone care? Dow Jones up 628 points, up 1.84%. The NASDAQ up 123, up 0.8%. So really, it's the financials and the industrials that are strong today. And then SPX, which is, of course, the S&P, up 64 points, up 1.42%. Okay. So not a lot of positions here. Of course, like I just mentioned, WDC looks like it is closing below both the 5 and the 20. I will be out of WDC half of the position. I will keep the other half waiting for the 5 to cross back under the 20. Then I will get out of that. The SPY, of course, had the little barely teeny up, but up's better than down. And of course, I will be buying this at the end of the day. Since we're here on the SPY, I want everyone to really be careful today. There's a lot of setups, there's a lot of triggers, but it's also, as Steve mentioned, there's a lot of volatility. See the big down bar we had yesterday? Huge down bar. Well, we bounced. I'm not surprised at the bounce, but look where we're at. We're at halfway of yesterday's big down bar. So from a 50% Fibonacci standpoint, it's pegged right there at 50%. This could go either way, everyone. It could continue up or it could continue down. We're at a precarious position here. So please be very, very careful today on your decisions with your entries. I mean, be careful every day, but this is just striking that we have this big down bar and we've reversed right to halfway. If I was day trading right now, I'm looking at the daily, we're at that resistance level. I would probably go to the 25-minute or the 5-minute and look for a short, but that's just me. Let's take a look at the Qs as well. A Q's not strong enough to rally back to halfway, right? Not strong enough yet. And we had a 520 cross under. So be really super careful today. Yes, there are a lot of signals, but you have to take into consideration the greater context of the market and the big move down we had yesterday on volume. The Dow, here's DIA. Yeah, it has an under 200, over 200. That does back test well, but we've rejected the third ATR channel. We haven't been able to get above the previous day's high. So, there's some issues here. So be very, very careful. I repeated it 19 times. I'm OCD, so that's what I do. I apologize to my friends and my girlfriend because they get this OCD nonsense all the time from me. And looks like you guys are as well. Excuse me. Okay, if I could figure this out. Hey, Frank has a poem for us. Sweet. All right, let me paste this in here. And I will post this later on Twitter. Here we go. Frank's poem. We get back up, armed with a plan and recharting our course, taking on the market and all its force. Mistakes turn to scars that become a source. Keep moving forward. There's no time for remorse. How do you do this every day, Frank? It's unreal. I mean, is it just me or is everyone blown away by Frank being able to do this every day? I mean, it's just amazing. One more time. We get back up, armed with a plan and recharting our course, taking on the market and all its force. Mistakes turn to scars that become a source. Keep moving forward. There's no time for remorse. That's true. If you had a bad day, you had a bad week, you had a bad month, get centered, decompress, and just continue without remorse. Just continue to work the plan, continue to use your process, follow your rules. I love it, Frank. Just amazing. Karen says, thank you, Frank. I 100% agree. Paxton says, thank you, Frank. Paxton says, blown away every day. I know, right? It's amazing, right, Paxton? I mean, it's unbelievable. It is really, really unbelievable. Okay, so Dow up 659, no big deal. NASDAQ up 135. Checking a Bitcoin. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I do have a Bitcoin position on. I can't share that with you. Let's see. We'll take a little off here. Boom. And done. Nice little deep dip buy off the 200-day moving average on the hourly chart. Yep. Okay. All right. Ava says, love it, Frank. Very inspiring. I 100% agree. That's the word, Ava. It is inspiring. All right. What is it? 127? Okay, everybody. So listen, we're about halftime of the podcast today. At the halftime mark, I like to talk about Traitor Psychology. As I mentioned at the beginning, it's the most following your plan and being able to have control of your emotions is the most valuable tool and skill you will ever learn in trading. I mention this each day, but I really mean it, and that's why I try to carve out this time and look for good sayings to discuss. I'm really hoping that one day I will say something in just the right way that you will internalize it, put it to use, and it will become part of you because it is so important. So I have a lot of Twitter channels, Facebook channels I like to follow, and I like to read their daily posts. I think they're very helpful. This is from Akil Stokes. Oh, let's see. Well, that is New Trader, Rich Traders over on Facebook. But let me give you Akil's Twitter handle. It's Akil Stokes on Twitter or at Akil Stokes RTM. And let me share this. Man, I sound really bad. This is from Akil Stokes, and he's quoting a quote by Peter Brandt. And let me put Peter Brandt's in there. Peter Brandt is in the new Unknown Market Wizards. Really good book, by the way. Jack Schwager, I would recommend all of the Market Wizard books, but the new Unknown Market Wizard is pretty good. Really good, as a matter of fact. And so anyway, this is from Akil Stokes at Akil Stokes RTM over on Twitter, and I pasted it in there. And then he's quoting something from Peter Brandt. So let's go ahead and see what Akil has to say. And by the way, Akil is a trading coach, trader, has great information, great courses, lots of great things. So check him out at Akil Stokes over on Twitter. So here we go. Too many traders fall in love with their setups. What I mean is that they make a prediction, and even though it may not unfold, they force themselves to stick with it because they want validation. Here's a tip. Have rules. Once they are broken, erase and restart. Sounds good. People's egos get in the way. I'm completely guilty of this. I deal with it all the time. I'm never professed to be perfect. I told you yesterday, I swear like a sailor. I really don't throw things, but I want to. But that's just part of my process. But yeah, sure, my ego gets involved, especially with day trading. But over the years, I have learned to, get a handle on it. So Akil is quoting Peter Brandt. Train your mind to limit your view of a chart to no more than a couple seconds. If a pattern doesn't bite you, there is probably nothing there. I love this. I teach this to my students. I want them to be able to go through a chart, their watch list very quickly, and if you don't feel it right away, if you don't see it right away, it's probably not there. There's an old saying that if the trade's not obvious, it's obviously not a good trade. And when I look at charts, I've discussed this with my friends, I've discussed this with my students, but when I look at a chart, when I'm here on the podcast, I break it down, I go through all the stuff. But that's not really how I look at it. When I go through my watch list, I'm not looking at the chart per se, I'm looking for a feeling. I get a feeling when the chart is correct. And after I get that feeling, then I go back and I break it down and I deconstruct what the signals are. But that's just experience. That's me trading for 25 years. And the longer you trade, I have a feeling that you will experience the same thing, right? I look at a chart, I either get a feeling immediately or I don't. Then I go back and I figure out why I had the feeling. But I agree with Peter Brandt 100%. Train your mind to limit your view of a chart to no more than a couple seconds. It's either going to jump out at you or it's not. Dr. Alexander Elder taught me, look, a good setup is going to grab you by the face and pull you into the computer. And at the time, I didn't really understand that, but I do understand that. And this is relevant here. Train your mind to limit your view of a chart to no more than a couple seconds. If a pattern does not bite you, or in other words, if you don't get that feeling, there is probably nothing there. I could not agree more. So thank you so much, Akil Stokes. Please follow Akil at Akil Stokes, RTM on Twitter, and follow Peter Brandt. Great channel there at Peter L. Brandt. But remember this, keep this in mind. If it doesn't jump off the chart at you, it's probably not there. And again, remember the saying, if the trade's not obvious, it's obviously not a good trade. And if it's obvious, it probably should reveal itself to you in a couple seconds. But I thought this is a really great post. Please follow Akil. Please follow Peter Brandt. And thanks to both of you. That was helpful for me. I hope it was helpful for everyone else. And if I could remember how to speak, somehow this cold is making me not be able to speak well. But on we go. We will soldier on. All right. So it's 1:33. All right, should we take a look at some new stuff here? We got a bunch. Now remember, a lot of volatility here. I am going to be very, very careful in what I select today. I can tell you that. Here is Merck. I do like Merck a lot. It hasn't had huge bars down. It did go under 30 and over 30. It did reject the previous low back here on the 30th. So we have a false breakout to the downside. We have an under 30, over 30. Looks pretty good to me. Weekly, we're holding support at the -1 ATR channel. There has been volatility, not so much the last few days here. I mean, we do have a false breakout. We have an under 30, over 30. I do like Merck quite a bit here. Snap, I also like under 30, over 30, and a V1 and a false breakout to the downside. What I don't like as much on Snap is I don't like the big bar that was yesterday. We're not halfway of that bar, but if I had to wager, we may go up to about 48.60. We may have 70 cents more in there, but an under 30, over 30 would probably be more of a risk than the 70 cents. So that being said, I like Merck the best, but I do like Snap for sure as well. Let's look at the weekly on Snap. No real support on the weekly for Snap here, and weekly support on Merck at the -1 ATR channel. So between the two, I do like Merck better. Here we go. Here is the Dow, under 30, over 30. I better check this just in case. Let's check the back test on DIA. over the 200. This is ETF replay. I'm using this by permission. And this is where I do all my back testing. So let's do the back test. Yes, it does back test barely, up 75%, buy and hold 405. So I'm letting this, I mean, it is an under 30, over 30 as well. So it's a confluence of signals, under 30, over 30, under the 200, over the 200, and throw in that we're back over the negative third ATR channel. That's all good. That's all positive. But I feel like taking into consideration yesterday's big down bar, and we're still inside of that bar, and we are a little bit stretched from the 200 here as well, I am going to pass on DIA. Disney. Doing pretty well. Under 30, over 30, under the 5 EMA, over the 5 EMA. I do quite like Disney here as well. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly, rejecting the negative third ATR channel. So that one looks pretty good as well. So let's see, we've got Merck, we've got Snap, we've got Disney. DoorDash, under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third. What I see here, though, is I see the rejection of, or I'm sorry, I see the 200 above as resistance. I see halfway of yesterday's big down bar as resistance. If we look at the weekly, we do not have any support on the weekly, so I am going to pass on DoorDash. Home Depot, I was looking at Home Depot here actually for a short. I would never buy it up here, of course, but I am not going to do, I think I saw earlier there was a double top with a bearish divergence, but I don't see that anymore. So nothing on the short on Home Depot. We have IWM, we have an under 30, over 30, but we're smack dab in the middle, a little higher than the middle of yesterday's bar. We have rejection of the negative third ATR channel above us. We have resistance of the negative third and the 250 and the 200. So given the market's current situation and this huge volatility here, I am going to pass on IWM. Lyft, pretty good, under 30, over 30. And a V2, here is day one, here is day two, here is day three, 2 washes out 1, 3 closes above day one's close. We're back over the negative third ATR channel. Let's look at the weekly. We rejected the negative 2 ATR channel. So I do like Lyft as well. AGQ does have an under 30, over 30. That is a legitimate signal. However, we have not got above halfway of the big down bar yesterday. Big down bar had a lot of volume. Today's up bar, not as much volume. Under 30, over 30s are legitimate. They're fine, but you know my philosophy on trading, I want to see confluences of signals. If we look at the weekly, no support from the negative 2 ATR channel or anything. We're kind of in purgatory here in the middle. So I am going to pass on AGQ. Silver, same thing. Silver, AGQ, the same. AGQ is just double leveraged. So same analysis there. BA, way to go, Kamal. I know Kamal got in, I think, at 194 on BA today. Outstanding. V2, day 1, 2, 3, 2 washes out 1, 3's above 1, under 30, over 30. We're at 41.98. In my opinion, this does not offer a good risk to reward ratio at the current price. Kamal's price, 194, yes. But where it is right now, no. UAL, under 30, over 30, false breakout to the downside. We are inside this big down bar here. We have resistance of the negative third ATR channel above. If we look at the weekly, we have resistance of the negative 1 ATR channel above. So I am going to pass on UAL. WBA, which is Walgreens, has a nice under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third. Let's take a look at the weekly. Held the 100-week moving average, which is good. So we could bring that one over. Walmart, not participating. Wow. Dow's up 708 points and Walmart is down on the day. Not very good. Glad to see BA making a high. BYD has an under 200, over 200, also has a V1. Let's see, the low, yep, has a V1. I'm scared of it being inside this big down bar. Yes, it's an under 200, over 200. That's for sure, but I don't like the risk to reward ratio. I don't like the resistance of the 200-day above. So that's why I am passing on BYD. And thanks, Tracy and Paxton, for that. But that is my analysis. I think it's too far removed at this point. IWB looks pretty good here. Double bottom, bullish divergence. Here's the low with the deep red MACD bars. We rally into some green. We come back down. We test the low. It's a false breakout to the downside and a V1 to the upside. And let's check the RSI level if there was a trigger. No, it did not go under 30, over 30. And actually, this big down bar here does concern me. So I'm going to narrow this down to Merck with the under 30, over 30, false breakout to the downside. Nice support there on the weekly. Snap doing well. The big bar yesterday concerns me. I'm going to stay away from Snap for that reason. Disney, I kind of like the sideways motion here. And if we look at the weekly, yeah, I do like Disney for sure. Which reminds me, let me check something. Okay. Actually, let me do this right here. All right, good enough. Lift, also decent, under 30, over 30. Let's look at the weekly rejection in the -2. Yep. And then WBA, I think I'm going to pass on that one because of the big down bar yesterday. So my three candidates here for today are going to be Merck, Disney, and Lyft. So Merck, Disney, and Lyft. And Lyft, okay. All right, so we shall put those up there. Merck, Disney, and Lyft. All right, so Merck, under 30, over 30, false breakout to the downside, nice support on the weekly. Disney's a little stretched. I mean, I do have to be honest. It is a little stretched, but I mean, you know, a company like Disney with an under 30, over 30, and that's over the 5 EMA as well. Great. My data feed went out. Perfect. Let's see if we can boot that up again. While that's booting up, let's see. Doug Mead is here. Nice to see you, Doug. Ava wants to look at ERV and eBay. Okay, let me just wait for this to come back up, Ava. EVR. Pretty good. Under 30, over 30, under 200, over 200, under the negative third, over the negative third. You know, the only thing that concerns me is it's right at halfway of that bar, Ava. And the weekly, not quite at any support. So that's a concern to me. eBay. I like eBay a lot better. Under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third, and a V1. Weekly. Not holding the support of the negative 1 ATR channel, but I do like that one. I like that one quite a bit better. WST. Glenn, there we have it looks like we had an under 50, over 50 yesterday, but I don't see a V2. I like it in the value zone, but I do not see a V1 or a V2. DRI. For Tracy, it's coming from a lower low, good risk to reward ratio, but we're still stuck inside that big down bar. It's a good risk to reward ratio though. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly rejected the 50. It's okay. It's okay. It's a good risk to reward ratio. Rod, ABT. I like the 520 crossover on Abbott Labs because it came from sideways motion. How much time do I have? Let's see. What is that ABT? Let me see if I can back test this. Let me see if it's available. Yeah, it is. All right, let's try this and see if it back tests well. 114.4%. So it does back test well, not great results, but I like the structure. I like the sideways motion for sure. Glenn says WST held support at the 20, MACD positive. Yep, that's all true. I just don't see a trigger. Kamal says, interestingly, shop is down on an up day. Yeah, it is. 1/2 peak. I think I looked at this earlier. It's stuck inside that big down bar. I mean, it is, yes, it's a close back above the 200, so it's a good risk to reward ratio, but that's, I don't know. I'm not thrilled about it, to be honest with you, but it is a good risk to reward ratio. I don't know what's going to happen. It certainly could go up for sure, right? But we're still stuck inside the big down bars. That's what I'm saying. I just want everyone to be really, really careful. Super, super careful. Merck down on an up day. That is something to consider. I think Lyft's a little chasey here, up 7.93%. Disney could be a little chasey here, up 3.66%. I'm going to go with Merck today, everyone. That is going to be my entry today, is Merck. I think it's a little bit of a hidden setup here. It's off the lows. And I think the risk to reward ratio is the best. All right. Okay, we've got about 9 minutes to go. I have to go take care of something. I will be right back. Okie doke, smoke. Yeah, that's my opinion on peak, Trace. I'm very leery of what has happened this week with all this gyrations and all the volatility, and I think more than likely this health peak properties will just stay in this range between the high and the low. That being said, did we back test? Let's try to back test it off of the 200 if I have it or if it's available. No, not available. So I don't know if someone could back test that. That might be helpful. All right. I just got rid of half of my what I have remaining on WDC. So did get rid of half because it looks like it's going to close below both the 5 and the 20. And of course, I'm buying the SPY here at the close for the overnight SPY trade. But my favorite today is going to be Merck with the under 30, over 30, false breakout the downside. And I do like the support of the -1 ATR channel. And we're still inside this big up bar over here as well. Other option was Disney, under 30, over 30. It might lose the 30 by the end of the day. And then Lyft, I'm just not going to chase 7.6% up. Okay. So I did sell half of what I had remaining on WDC, buying S&P overnight SPY trade as usual. Don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it in the middle of this big down bar. I hate it. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm just telling everyone to be really, really super careful today. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow we continue up. I don't know. But I just have to use what I know and my experience, and that's what my experience is telling me. Okay, last one, HPE. Well, I like this one better because we've taken out this fractal. Here's the high with two lower highs to the left, two lower highs to the right. It's up 5.72%, but we did clear all the moving averages, the 200, the 50, the 20, the 10, the 5, the 250, and it offers a good risk to reward ratio. So yeah. And then on the weekly I don't love, because here's the halfway of this down bar. We're getting pretty close to that, but that's still at least 2 times away from where your stop is. So yeah, that's probably the favorite one I've looked at today. And eBay was also good from Ava right there. Yep. Steve is long INMD. I have to pay attention to the time here. INMD. So Steve is long INMD, looks like an under 30 over 30, and he's also long silver 32.24 under 30 over 30, and he's also long Disney 147.37. So Steve went long INMD, AGQ, and DIS. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy Merck. And that's all I'm going to buy. Okay. So I got out half a WDC, buying SPY at the close. I got into Merck, under 30 over 30, false breakouts to the downside. And then Steven went long INMD. He went long AGQ with under 30 over 30, and he is long Disney at 147.37 with the 30 RSI bounce. All right, I think all taken care of here. We have 2 minutes to go. Ooh, I hope Merck doesn't lose the 30. If it does, I may have to bail. Looks like it's going to hold on there. 1 minute to go, everyone. Please be careful today with what you do. Please be careful in this volatile market. Please. All right. Wow. What a day. Holy hamburgers. All right, so let me see where I bought my stuff. Okay. SPY and Merck. SPY, I bought at 457.40. Merck, I bought at 73.88. So overnight SPY here. Do not like buying there whatsoever, but my rules call for it. 457.40. Okay. And then Merck, I bought at 73.88. And my end of day stop on that is going to be a close below the 30 RSI. All right. So listen, if my students have any new entries or exits for me today, if they could please, right now, go ahead, put them in the live stream. I'll get to them in just a minute. We'll get them all updated. But I did want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I love to teach. I'm a good teacher. I teach a great course. It's one-on-one, just you and I. It's 15 hours. We're going to get to know each other pretty well over 15 hours, 5 sessions. Each session, 5 sessions. Each session is 3 hours. And I'm going to teach you step by step all 5 of the different trading approaches that I use. Deep dip buys, crossovers, higher low V1s, V2s, return to value V1s, V2s, and double bottoms with bullish divergences. This is what I've learned all of these approaches over the last 25 years. I've used them for that long. They work. If you take this course, you're going to be a better trader. And I think the best way to learn everything is one-on-one. And that's why I offer this particular format. It does cost $1,750, but it is worth every penny. You are going to be a better trader and you are going to learn a skill. So if you are interested, just send me an email. The email's in the link of the description below in this YouTube video. I'll reply, say, great. Thanks for saying hi. Let's set up a Skype call. The Skype call's free. It is not a sales call. I promise you. I just want to learn more about you, your trading challenges, your goals. And then it's a great time for you to ask me questions about the course, any specific questions that you have. And then when we're done with the call, there is absolutely no pressure for me. Just think about it as long as you want. And then one day, if you decide today's the day, email me back. And we'll get it. We'll get the lessons. We'll set a time and a date, and we will get started. And you will become a better trader. I promise you. Secondly, if you like online courses, I have a really great online course available at udemy.com in which I teach you the deep dip buy stock trading strategy. It's something I use all the time. I used it today quite successfully in some of my day trades. You can use it for day trades, swing trades, weekly trades, monthly trades, doesn't matter. And in that course, I teach you step by step. The course is 9.5 hours. There's 15 study guides. There's 26 videos. And the best part of it all, it only costs $12 or $15 on udemy.com. So don't let the low price fool you. There is a lot of content there and a lot of great things to learn. So if you're interested, the link to that course is in the description of this video. The Udemy link is in the description of this video. Do yourself a favor. Click on that link, buy the course for 12 or 15 bucks. Is like the best deal in the world. And that will make you a great trader, a good trader as well. And it's a great price. I mean, it's just such a great price. And if you're just beginning trading, I would really recommend that you buy that course and watch it. And you're going to learn a lot. And then lastly, if you like today's podcast, I really would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. It helps to build the channel. It helps to keep the channel around. Lets YouTube know that there's some valuable content here so they can get it out and share it more. So that's all I ask. If you like today's podcast and found it valuable, if you could just hit the thumbs up button before you get on with your day. Okay, so now, I know Steve bought some stuff. INMD. Okay. And Steve bought that at $72.36. Okay, he bought AGQ, and Steve bought that at 33.24. Okay. How about 32? Sorry. 32.24. Way better price. Steve is also long Disney at 147.37. Right where it's at. Okay. All right. Kamal had a great trade on Boeing intraday. Looks like he's carrying it over. Wow, what a great trade, Kamal. Whoa. Wait, where did Kamal go? 194. Beauty. 194 for Kamal. Wow. Nice going. That day trade was up 4.17%. Not bad. Okay. Good luck on that one, Kamal. Wiener Dog is out of half WDC. Okay. So that's 3/4. And in Merck. And that's Karen. Okay, the dynamic duo is in 1/2 of Merck, 1/2 of eBay. I like that eBay trade. Okay. Out of WDC at entry, huh? Okay. Good. I like break-even trades. Shows a lot of trading maturity there. Okay. And we got into well yesterday at the bell. Well at the bell? Okay. Hey, sweet. Way to go, dynamic duo. Holy hamburgers. That's up 3.48%. Very nice. Way to go, Paxton and Tracy. All right, good to have that one there. All right, Ava is in AGQ. You did very well last time, Ava, on the under 30, over 30 on AGQ. And so I hope that continues for you and Steve. And a half eBay. I don't blame you. Nice trade. Nice setup, I should say. Ava, 1/2. Richburg is long. Under 30, over 30 on silver, AGQ, double leverage. Rich B. Mike's here, Lova. Hey, buddy, what's going on? I don't know if you've been listening or not. I hope you're having a really good vacation, you and your girlfriend. Yeah, Mike, if you have any updates for me, let me know. Rich says, happy trading, everyone. Hope you start feeling better, Greg. I really appreciate all you do for us. Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate you being here and appreciate your friendship, Rich. Okay, Lova is in eBay. Yeah, I like that trade. And in Merck. Love it. Are you in anything else that I didn't get you out of? I know I had a couple over here that I was pretty sure you were out of. What about ENB? You still in ENB? Love is also long Disney. Good, good. Okay. Got you there. All right, what's going on after hours? Anything exciting? Gold's up 6 cents. Apple's unchanged. Merck is up 3 cents. SPY is down 11 cents. TLT, which are bonds, are up. Twitter up a penny. What about the VIXI? Oh, up 14 cents. Okay. Say what? Oh, that's right. Okay. Out of EMB. Yeah, I was pretty sure of that. I was hoping. Tracy says, thank you for everything, Greg and everyone. Greg, you may want to start taking emergency for the entire cold season this year. Yes, that is great advice. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I've been battling with this cold the last few days. And, I had the laryngitis and I just woken up feeling like I got hit by a truck today. Paxton says, thanks, Greg, and everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks, buddy. You as well. VJ, how you doing, VJ? Nice to see you. Let's DOCU. Well, let's look. Oh, is this after hours stuff? Probably, huh? DOCU. Oh, do you want to look? Is it good or bad? It is not good. It is down 21%. Down 21%, everyone. That is why I never hold through earnings. Our job as traders is to manage risk. The worst way you can manage risk is to hold through earnings. It's like saying, I want to be really safe, but I'm going to go stand on this railroad track and see if this train will run me over. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. You can make a lot of money quickly on earnings, but you're gambling, everyone. Our job's not to gamble. If you want to gamble, go to Las Vegas. Get some drinks, get some free show tickets, get some buffet, right? At least you get something. The market does not give you anything for gambling. You're better off going to the Bellagio or the Mirage, losing your money there, but get something in return. Wow. Thanks for pointing that out. Down 21%. It's 184. Oh, man. I just hate the thought of someone like going, ooh, I'm going to gamble on earnings. And I think they're going to. I have a feeling. Gosh dang it. I'm not making fun. I have a lot of sympathy for people that did that today. I mean, I really, really do. But I'm just trying to point this out as a teaching lesson. That's why I don't hold through earnings, everyone. I learned that from Stephen Burns, and that was a great lesson, Steve. Thanks, VJ, for pointing that out. All right, so I'm sitting here pretty neutral. WDC sold 3/4. Merck was my new entry today. Of course, SPY. All right, everybody. So listen, before I go, just want to read this to everyone. I like to do it every day. I think it's important. It's from Martin Kornfeld. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. Pretty simple. I really believe this. If we can all just do one nice thing for someone each day, it would make the world a better place. If everyone in the world did it, could you imagine? Right? And of course, you know me. If it were up to me, I would like to do a nice thing for an animal as well. Just one nice thing for a human, one nice thing for an animal. If you come across an animal, right? They like attention. They like acts of kindness. I promise you, just like humans do. So, it's something I try to do every day. Something to consider for you. I think it will improve your life. I really do. And it will certainly improve other people's lives. Oakley dokley, smokily. Wow, that DocuSign's brutal. Brutal. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Apologize for my voice today. Hopefully I tried to keep up as much as I could today. A little slow, but I hope you have a good rest of your day. Go out, maybe get some fresh air, be good, be safe, drive safe, try to do an act of kindness each day if you can. Tomorrow will be Friday. Should be interesting. Who knows what tomorrow is going to bring with all this volatility. So thanks for coming. If you like today's podcast, if you could hit the thumbs up before you leave, I would really appreciate it. But have a good rest of your day. And on the way out here, I have to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.